few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Sheldon Richardson.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. On the run, this is Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is...
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The 34-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Goff's pass.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And some room to work. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Herbert following the turnover, sliding out of the pocket. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass.
22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Following a fumble recovery. Goff. And complete to Zach Ertz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
On first down, punt. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 14, Rams 7.
That's the reason we bought for.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll lose yardage on. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
third and long. It's Herbert. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Matt Judon there to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
To DK Metcalf.
Now it's Carson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
They run the counter. Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
26.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could, except the defender was not his intended target.
The first down run got 5 and 5. They run again with Carson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
To number 80.
A big play there. 81 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen it. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, L.A.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Following the fumble recovery, Herbert. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
1 yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Akers. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the 50, it's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third and long. It's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down.
On first down, Akers. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Darrell Taylor able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Down. Third and...
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 96 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 94 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Goff. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Josh Reynolds.
First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gone. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He's got a man. It's Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A shotgun snap for Goff. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because